Welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're diving headfirst into the ultimate debate, the GOAT conversation, the top 10 NBA players of all time. We're talking about the legends, the icons, the guys who didn't just play the game, they redefined it. We're going to break down their careers, the stats, the championships, the rivalries. We'll analyze it all and explain why these guys earned their place in basketball history. Get ready, folks, because this is going to be good. Buckle up and let's get right into it. You already know who we're starting with. Michael Jordan, his airness.
6 NBA championships, 6 finals MVPs, 14 All-Star appearances. Are you kidding me? This man was unstoppable.
Averaging over 30 points a game for his career, Jordan was a scoring machine. And let's not forget the defense.
9 all-defensive first-team selections. The man was a two-way monster. Playing alongside Scottie Pippen, those Chicago Bulls teams were a dynasty.
They dominated the 90s, and Jordan was the heart and soul of it all. He had that killer instinct, that will to win that separated him from everyone else.
He elevated everyone around him and became a global icon in the process. Love him or hate him, you gotta respect Michael Jordan.
He's the standard bearer for greatness in the NBA. Next up, we got King James himself, LeBron James.
4 NBA championships with 3 different franchises, 4 MVP awards, and he's still going strong. This man is built like a tank and has the basketball IQ of a coach on the court.
From his time in Cleveland with Dwyane Wade in Miami to his current run with the Lakers, LeBron has been dominating the league for almost 2 decades.
He's a walking triple-double threat every time he steps on the court. And don't get me started on his passing ability. The man sees the floor like a chess grandmaster.
LeBron's impact on the game is undeniable. He's a global icon, a philanthropist, and a voice for social justice.
Whether he's the GOAT or not is up for debate, but there's no denying LeBron James is one of the greatest to ever do it.
Now we're going old school with the master of the skyhook, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
6 NBA championships, 6 MVP awards, 19-time All-Star. Need I say more? The man's a legend.
His signature skyhook shot was unguardable. He dominated both ends of the court, leading the league in scoring twice and winning Defensive Player of the Year twice.
From his early days with the Milwaukee Bucks to his legendary run with the Showtime Lakers alongside Magic Johnson, Kareem was a force to be reckoned with.
He was a champion, a scorer, a leader, and a pioneer for social justice off the court.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's impact on the game and the world is immeasurable. He's a true icon and deserves all the respect. Speaking of the Showtime Lakers, let's talk about the magician himself, Magic Johnson.
5 NBA championships, 3 MVP awards, and he revolutionized the point guard position.
His no-look passes, his infectious smile, his ability to control the pace of the game, Magic was pure entertainment.
He made everyone around him better.
With Kareem, Worthy, and the rest of the Showtime Lakers, they brought a fast-paced, exciting brand of basketball that captivated the world.
Magic's impact transcended the game.
His courage and activism in the face of adversity made him a role model for millions.
Magic Johnson is a true legend, a champion, and an inspiration to us all.
Now let's head to Boston, where the legend of Larry Bird was born.
3 NBA championships, 3 MVP awards, and one of the fiercest competitors the game has ever seen.
Larry Legend, the hick from French Lick, could do it all.
He could score from anywhere, rebound, pass, and he wasn't afraid to get physical.
His rivalry with Magic Johnson is the stuff of legends, pushing each other to be the best they could be.
Bird's impact on the Celtics and the NBA is undeniable.
He brought back the winning tradition to Boston and helped usher in a golden era for the league.
Larry Bird is a Celtics icon, a basketball legend, and his legacy will live on forever. Get ready to talk about the most dominant force the NBA has ever seen, Shaquille O'Neal.
4 NBA championships, 3 finals MVPs, and a highlight reel filled with shattered backboards.
Shaq was a man amongst boys in the paint.
He was simply unstoppable.
His size, his strength, his footwork. He was a nightmare for opposing centers.
Alongside Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles, they formed one of the most dynamic duos in NBA history, winning 3 straight championships together.
Shaq's personality was as big as his game.
He was charismatic, funny, and always entertaining.
Shaquille O'Neal is a true icon of the game.
He's a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the most dominant players we've ever seen. Now let's talk about the model of consistency, the big fundamental himself, Tim Duncan.
5 NBA championships, 3 finals MVPs, and he did it all with class and quiet determination.
Duncan was the cornerstone of the San Antonio Spurs dynasty.
He was a winner, plain and simple.
His bank shot was automatic, and his defense was always on point.
Alongside Coach Popovich and players like Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, they built a culture of winning in San Antonio that lasted for 2 decades.
Tim Duncan didn't need the spotlight. He let his game do the talking.
He's the epitome of professionalism, leadership, and consistency.
Tim Duncan is a true champion and a Spurs legend.
This one's gonna be tough, folks. Kobe Bryant.
5 NBA championships, 2 finals MVPs, and a work ethic that was second to none.
The Black Mamba was a killer on the court. He had ice in his veins, always ready to take the big shot.
He was a relentless competitor, a student of the game, and a true champion.
From his early days with Shaq to his later years leading the Lakers, Kobe left an indelible mark on the NBA.
His tragic passing still hurts, but his legacy lives on.
He inspired millions with his Mamba mentality, his dedication to greatness, and his pursuit of excellence in everything he did.
Kobe Bryant will never be forgotten. He was a true icon, a legend, and his impact on the game and the world will be felt forever. Let's step back in time and talk about Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain.
2 NBA championships, 4 MVP awards, and a man who put up numbers that seem impossible.
We're talking about a guy who once scored 100 points in a single game.
He averaged over 50 points a game for an entire season.
Wilt was a physical specimen unlike anything the league had ever seen.
He played in a different era, but his dominance was undeniable.
He battled legends like Bill Russell and led the Philadelphia 76 ERs to a championship in 1967.
Wilt Chamberlain's impact on the game is undeniable.
He changed the way people viewed what was possible on a basketball court.
He was a force of nature, a scoring machine, and his legacy as one of the greatest will never be forgotten.
Finally, we're ending our list with the dream himself, Hakeem Olajuwon.
2 NBA championships, 2 finals MVPs, and some of the most beautiful footwork the game has ever seen.
Hakeem was a defensive maestro. He could score with his back to the basket. He could block shots. He could do it all.
He led the Houston Rockets to back-to-back championships in the mid-90s, and his dream shake is still one of the most unguardable moves in basketball history.
He was a dominant force in the paint, a true artist with the basketball, and a worthy addition to our top 10 list.
Hakeem Olajuwon, the dream, a true champion and a legend of the game.
And there you have it, our top 10 NBA players of all time.
Listen, this list was tough to make, and I know there are going to be some disagreements.
That's the beauty of the GOAT conversation. It never ends.
But before we go, let's not forget to mention 3 honorable mentions from current players who are making waves in the league today and could find themselves in the GOAT conversation when it's all said and done.
We're talking about Kevin Durant, with his unstoppable scoring ability.
Stephen Curry, who's revolutionized the game with his three-point shooting.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo, a force of nature who's just getting started.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth sports analysis.
We'll see you next time.